Hello, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I really welcome you all back, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying all of the previous videos that I've done, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying especially the dating mistake series. I'm really excited to be back each week to share a new experience and new stories that you can learn from. So I'm really glad to all of those who keep supporting and liking and sharing. Please invite your friends and always remember to click the subscribe button, please, guys. So thank you once again for allowing me to share my story as well, and being a part of this channel. And today we are still continuing. And hello to those who are new to my channel. My name is Octavia, and this channel is basically for all my sisters out there. We share girl talk here. We talk about issues of relationships and anything that pertains to girls. We'll bring in more of that content. So thank you once again, and I say thank you many times today. I'm just in a very good mood, and I'm grateful to minister in this manner. I would love to think of this as a ministry. And yes, so let's get into today's um, story, or today's lesson from my experience, and we are on dating mistake number 3. So number 1, we already gone through number 1, number 2. So if you want to see all of the previous videos that I've done, please go on this channel, go under videos, and you will see all of the videos that I've done, especially in this series of the dating mistakes. So today I want to talk about something that a lot of us girls go through, and it's quite painful. And I like to call it the ecstasy and agony um, conundrum because it's quite complex. And that is undefined. So that's dating mistake number 3 for me. That is not defining a relationship, or undefined relationship. So the story always goes like this. Oh, you meet a guy and he shows interest in you, and you're excited, you like this guy, and you're convinced, like, I think this is the one this time around. He calls every day, but he is bombing you with so much attention. He picks you up for dates. It's all exciting. You're in that very much honeymoon phase of a relationship. You spend all your time with this person. You're on the phone for hours, and you start meeting even his family, his friends. You are sharing your dreams and your visions. You're like, yeah, baby, we can do this. Okay, exactly in that language. And it's all looking good, eh? It looks absolutely amazing. It feels absolutely amazing. And you have absolutely, like, looked at this person and it pictured him at the altar, and you have baby names, but nothing is official yet. After everything that I've said, it sounds like a relationship, but it has not been made official. So you, as a girl, you sit there. Sorry, that was Siri. A girl, you sit there and you start to think, am I in a relationship? What is going on? And you really want to think that you're in a relationship, because everything that you're doing with this person looks like you're in a relationship. And then there's this big question that keeps rumbling in your head, that you know how do you actually guard your heart? um you risk a chance at love, at the same time guarding your heart, and avoiding unnecessary anguish. So I spent so much time battling with this question, and it has been a subject of countless conversations with my girlfriends. So normally, us girls, we are always looking for clarity. We're always looking for guarantees. We are always looking for a fail-proof method for falling in love with the right guy at the right time. That is what we're after. But unfortunately, there are none. There is no fail-proof method for falling in love. And we have all been in that one relationship. I know I have, defined only by the fact that it's undefined. Not that you didn't try to define it, but you have tried many times to have the, so what are we, where is this going talk, and only you got some weird ambiguous answer. And normally you get very ambiguous answers when you start the what are we talk with the guy. And because that's the only thing that you're getting at that time, when you ask the question, you think, oh, you know what, with time, he'll be more comfortable to actually come out and tell me exactly how he feels. But you just go with the flow. Then you start going with the flow. There is no definition. You're going with the flow. You're enjoying the activities of the relationship, what you call a relationship. We girls are calculative. You calculate and say, we are doing this and we are doing that, and he calls me, therefore he's my boyfriend. That is how we are. Like, we calculate everything and then we come up with a conclusion. So yeah, then this thing comes to an end, or this relationship comes to an end, and you're left with this weird aftertaste, a confusion of the fact that you're mourning a relationship that may have never existed. So I mean, I went through it, and I remember I came up with a whole list of reasons of why I was okay with that undefined relationship. And what made things harder at that point when I was in this undefined relationship was my mistaken understanding of relationships. So that didn't allow me to listen to my inner voice, my conscience. And because our conscience is constantly begging us for clarity. So ultimately, whatever it was, this undefined relationship ended because communication broke down, and the already vague or pseudo relationship became even more unclear. At this point, you're totally confused. Am I suffering from heartbreak, or from a relationship that I was in? What kind of relationship was it? You don't even know. You're totally confused. And the frequency of the talking slipped from daily to weekly, ultimately to zero communication. So yeah, after that, then it's the silent treatment, and the silent treatment goes on for several weeks. So that's normally how this thing ends. And yeah, when you then eventually try to seek some clarity of what has just happened, that's when you get the we were just friends line. Oh, I hate it. I've been hit with that line. I'm like, we are doing everything that people in a relationship do. You're literally my boyfriend. I tell people you're my boyfriend. But because he never verbalized that you are my girlfriend, you went with assumptions. I spoke about assumptions in the previous video. And as we girls settle into this undefined relationship, what is now termed a situationship, because now you speak to this person and they tell you, I thought we were friends. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, it's sad, but just as there was no clear beginning of the relationship, there's no clear ending. And I hated that feeling of feeling this heartbreak, or like this heartache over a break. It's a breakup that did not happen from a relationship that I could never clearly name, and I could not account for the period of time that we spent acting like boyfriend and girlfriend. And it was sad. It was sad. But fast forward in hindsight, I find it very strange that there are many like me who are concerned about having clarity and transparency with our government, with our food, what we eat in business. We want clarity in so many things in life. But we do not seek the same clarity in the most intimate part of our lives, which is the relationships that we get into. So why do we accept this ambiguity when it comes to our romantic relationships? Yeah, so I took some time to reflect on my undefined relationship, and once like I said, I'm now looking back, and here are the learning points for me. Is that first of all, you need to pursue sincere love. And this means that everything should be clear from the beginning. Do not get into a relationship without the clarity that you want. You need to know everything that you want to know. And you need to also pick someone else's brain in this situation. Seek wisdom from wise, godly people in your life and surround yourself with truth tellers. People will tell you as it is. And I think also you need to practice patience. I had to learn to practice patience. That is to wait on God. Not on a man. We will do, this waiting for the rest of our lives. But our waiting should be on God. We should wait on God to tell us what to do. And we should also preach truth to ourselves. So we should not listen to our emotions. We should command our emotions. And yeah, like we need to ask for what we want in a relationship. So when you like someone, you really want to let the whole world know. You want to let everyone know that this is me, and this is the person that I am with. And if the real thing is what you want, then you need to make that known to the person that you're with. So relationships are supposed to make us selfless, but they're also not supposed to make us forget ourselves. So know what you want. And what happens when you do not get what you want? What happens? So if you settle for something that you do not want, you're not only showing the person across the table that you disregard your own feelings for their sake, but you're also setting yourself up for a major heartbreak. And when they're very happy of officiating their relationship with someone else, you'll be left feeling angry and bitter. So if that is not what you want, do not settle for it. And sometimes when you do not get a straight answer when you ask somebody, what are we, where is this going, then it's a pretty clear sign. That is all the sign you need, that you will never get an answer from them. They will never get a clear answer from them. So as much as we want to stick it out, hang around, and shower them with love and favors and attention to try and win their love, it's not going to help. So don't spend yourself, ladies. And then as much as also think that it's the other person's fault for treating you badly in this pseudo relationship, undefined relationship, we are also just as much in the wrong for allowing it to happen. So, we might be disappointed with them for not wanting us something, because how can they not? You'll be more disappointed with yourself in the long run. So do not string yourself along. Once you see that this is not something that I want, and once you see all the signs, then, make your move at that point. So yeah, forgiveness as well. Forgiveness. So if you are unhappy in this undefined relationship, pseudo, and then it comes to an end, then you have two people to forgive. Not your two best friends who you told about your undefined relationship, and they were very happy for you. No, but you have to forgive the other person, and you have to forgive yourself, because at the end of the day it still hurts, in as much as it's not the kind of relationship, it's not a relationship, but you still experience the same hurt. And yeah, so you need to actually forgive yourself for allowing yourself, for putting yourself actually in that position where you were strung along, and you went along. So yeah, I think that these are the lessons that I have learned, and in my dating experience, and that you need to be clear from get-go. You need to be very clear, and the other person needs to know exactly what you want. And if they can't offer that to you, then you keep it moving, girls. Okay? All right, so that is our learning point for today. Let's define those relationships. Get a title. If you're a girlfriend, he must call you girlfriend. And do not allow yourself to be strung along. Okay? And we at the end of the day, we have the power to say yes or no to somebody, treating you in a manner that you do not want. So yes, let's be vigilant, let's be careful out there, and I have learned my lessons. I have learned many of them in the hard way. So if you can hear me, it's better if you do not learn the hard way and just free yourself. Okay? Cheers for now.